Bell Conference Freshman of the Year last year. He knows quite a bit about scoring against this Pitt team. 2-1, they beat him last year. Bell had both goals. You mentioned Chris Grassi, the great coach for the Thundering Herd. Let's get to his lineup, unchanged from the team that beat one in their last game out against Xavier 3-0.
6 transfers in this lineup, and you look at a team that's got a ton of talent, but there's a good talking point that they might be better than that 2020 national title winning team. Well, how is that? Because they're not just a possession team. They can unload it end to end with the best of them. I look at the transfer, Alvaro Garcia Pascual. I talked about the change for Matt Bell coming a little bit deeper. That can put more emphasis on the 9, but it gives the freedom for Bell to roam and allow him to really explore the depths of his artistry. Again, they want the ball, but they don't necessarily need it. And that's going to be a talking point tonight because Pitt and Jay Vidovich, they certainly want the ball. They want to be a possession-style team that can hold tempo and really take it to you. But they're trying to figure it out in the final third. So when you look at the freshman Albert Thorsen, first-year Norwegian coming in, he's only been on campus for 3 weeks.
Feitosa. Oh, the Brazilian works for Gita. Feitosa charging. He's got options left and right. Plays McIntyre. First time cross. And Thorsen just can't get there. Oh, the freshman from Norway was like that. It's a nightmare. So is Omesh on the left wing. Open. Trying to get past Mercado. Does. Cuts it back. Carter's there. And so is his defense to clear it out because Garcia Pascual was on the doorstep.
You've already seen
it. Shot it on the turnover. It looked like Noah Hall could have something. Now he's won. We won with Mercado. May get to Bell. It does. Bell cuts it back. Bell's still there. Looks for Garcia Pascual, and he lights the lamp. Another goal for the transfer from Coastal Carolina. Right off the timeout. On the counter. And these two dynamic goal scorers do it again.
Here is some of that quality from Matt Bell that certainly you don't need to pump double-digit shots when you have this type of class from your attacking playmaker in Matt Bell. We talked about his position. Notice how deep-lying he gets, and Chris Grassi says it benefits us because we can get the ball out in front of him and he can just run at players. Love the pause by Matt Bell here to get it onto his right foot and then cut it back across because the scouting report tells you that he doesn't want to use that right peg. Matt Bell knows it. So he goats them into it, the quick little cut, and then watch the left on an absolute platter.
Remember, Almesh is on a yellow card. Pinto looking over the top. Carter off his line to grab it.
We discussed the depth of this Marshall squad coming in. And
oh, nice move by Silva. He's got some room. He's going to give it a hit. Oh, great save by Carter. That was destined for the back.
Charleroi high school seasons.
Sterngard back on it again. Their third corner of the match. Floats it back post again. Fujita's there. Just wide. Anderson looking for Thorsen. Brings it down nicely. Great block again by Fujita. Second time this match. Thorsen uses his body. He got an opportunity. Kozamara! 1-1. That's the response Jay Vidovich wanted.
And we told you to keep an eye on Albert Thorsen for good reason, although he's only been on campus since August 11th. He arrived late. They had some issues getting his green card involved. Watch the work rate by the striker. The first move and then the secondary one. Reason it's no foul, because he stands his ground. Doesn't have to jump, just lets the ball drop right in front of him. And then beautiful vision, the touch to get it over the left side. Maybe a benefactor of a handball, to be fair. Coming up off the right side of his body, but quickly recognizes the fact that that man, Kozamara, wide open, just talking.
Turned over. Mirkovic in tons of space. Lines it up. Right into the hands of Perota. And Thorsen looks a little upset. I think he wanted that ball played.
But wasn't meant to be.
Garcia Pascual looking for a jetty. First time shot. Oh, just wide. And the flags did say down, but it was Savers. Almesh on the ball, carrying a yellow card. Okiyoshi playing it forward to Bell. Dinked it, and then Carter again. Another big save.
as a person, the amount of workload that you have to deal with scholastically creates a better balance for these guys overall.
Kozamara keeps it in play. He's got help. He's got Torrey to his right. He cuts it in. Torrey takes it off his foot. Back to Kozamara. Can he do it again?
It comes down to the two up top and Massimo Morania and the work rate of Thorson. How's that ball?
Sitting in space. Drives it low. Pings around. Still loose. And Perota able to corral it. Marshall not really had much extended possession like they did early in the game. Big switch by Dugan. And Pinto will get there. Got the cutback for Simone, plays him. Simone drives it. Wide. Turnover could be dangerous here. Bell on it. Panthers lunging in, but he maintains possession. Omesh driving. Omesh hit, deflected, it's in! Off Lefebvre. Opportunity created by Omesh. Cutting inside. And the Thundering Herd go back up 2-1. The senior from Paris, the transfer from Albany. Newcomer of the year last year in the Sun Belt, delivers here on the road at Pitt.
Primarily because of his distribution from the outside wing, who had 9 assists, but confidence has certainly grown here. Watch the one-on-one. Now defensively, you're trying to push him to the end line, but the support that comes on the weak side from Kozamara is a bit off. You cannot allow him to cut back to the interior. Still go back to the tactical move that they made. It's certainly taken a couple of different sequences out of it, but getting Okiyoshi deeper.
Oh, great ball opportunity to put it away. And that may be it. Silva, the substitute, the sophomore from Pennsylvania, puts it away. It gives the Thundering Herd a 3-1 lead.
So we talked about what your direction was going to be here if you're Marshall. Watch Okiyoshi. Just talking about the positional change that was about 10 minutes ago. As he comes deep, he gets the ability to put the pressure on. Watch him come all the way back across. Eliminated the first ball out, so they have to come to the outside. Because you don't have that stepping stone, Pitt is trying to find a different avenue to play out of. And instead, you turn it over, and then there's not a good enough recovery. The back post run, Mayufo falls asleep. Great diagonal on Marco Silva over that back shoulder where he doesn't try and stretch, instead comes back to the interior.
Checked on in the second half is going to see an early gate here. Now, he is, though, going to put the ball outside of the They won it all back in 20, looking to do it again as we're under 10 seconds, and that's going to run out harmlessly. And Marshall moves to 4-0 on the year. First time Chris Grassi has done that in his 7-year tenure here at the Thundering Herd. And what an impressive performance overall by this Marshall team. And for Pitt, as you mentioned, they now fall to 1-2-1. Congratulations to the Thundering Herd for Devin Kerr. I'm Dallin Cuff. Great to be here tonight. ACC Conference Stalker starts Friday night, but right now we say to Joe Malfa and Michael Lahoud, calling the game. Top 20 matchup, Kentucky against Louisville.